Welcome to the CIS Department video on how this class works. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the Computer Information Systems Department philosophy. We want to provide you, the student, with the best industry standard training available. We want to make sure that the skill sets that you have when you walk out of our classrooms are able and capable of handling any situation that you may find out in the current workforce. We'd like to provide you with materials that are current, that are informative, and they're useful. So you can go ahead and make sure that your skills out in the workforce are able to meet any task that is out there. We'd like to use innovative techniques, like we were one of the first departments to use instructor-created videos to help provide lectures and training for our online classes. And last, we like to make sure we provide a good value to our students. We make sure we can try to provide you with like bundled textbooks and maybe even free textbooks or e-readers or free software or highly discounted software, so we can make sure that you have access to the materials you can use to train yourself. In the next couple of slides, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the textbook, the difference between the class website, the WebCT site, and the MyITLab site. And we'll also talk about how you're going to be submitting your homework. And finally, we'll have a little discussion about the Microsoft Office Specialist Certification Exam. If your class has a textbook, we're going to make sure that it provides step-by-step training through the chapters. At the end of the chapter, we're going to make sure that there's some sort of skill review or skills assessment that more likely than not will be what you submit as part of your homework submission. The end of chapter probably also has review questions, and will provide you answers for those if you want to just go ahead and do a little self-test. Textbooks also are a source of reference for you in the future. If 6 months after you've completed our class, you find out that you need to complete a specific task and you don't quite remember because it's been 6 months, you can use the textbook as a reference to sort of give you a jump start and help you remember how to complete that particular task. The class website is located at cisonline.srvc.net. And these are a series of web pages that have your class homepage, your class syllabus, and your class homework calendar. The nice thing about this website is that it's available even if the WebCT site happens to be down. The website also provides instructor contact information. And besides the typical phone number and email addresses, it will also have information on how to use Skype or Google Hangout sections, or even possibly the CCC Confer WebEx type online office hours. Okay? And that all information will be provided for you at the website. The WebCT website is a learning management system that is managed by the college. And what it does is it provides you access to the class website. So everything that you see on the class website is also accessible through the WebCT site. And all the materials that are posted on that website are, again, they're all available to you there. The thing that you don't have on the website is your gradebook. Your gradebook is contained on the WebCT site. And one of the rules we have as a college is your grades must be password protected. So that's why the WebCT site is asking you to requesting a login. The class website does not require a login. The WebCT site is located at a fairly easy website address. You can get to it by going to the main dvc.edu page, but you can go to it directly if you type in webct.dvc.edu. The MyITLab is one of the new training sites that we're going to be using for the next couple of semesters. This is started by launching the Launch MyITLab icon that was installed on your desktop after you have completed the installation process, and you'll get to do that a little bit later on. The MyITLab is maintained by the textbook publisher and provides online training. It provides assessment or homework assignments that you'll be completing. It provides us also with the ability to provide for you midterms and final projects that you will also be submitting. And finally, it's the location that you'll be able to practice your Microsoft Office Specialist Certification Exam. And these classes, when you submit homework, it's going to be identified on the homework calendar how you go ahead and do that. Training assignments will be completed from the textbook by working through the chapter step by step, or by going to the MyITLab site and performing the training sessions there. It just depends on the chapter and what the instructor desires you to do. Some homework assignments, specifically the ones that are taken from the back of the textbook chapters, will be emailed directly to the instructor via the class homework email account. Okay, we have separate email accounts, so it makes it easy for us to keep all our emails, homework submissions organized. Some homework assessments are going to be uploaded and submitted to the MyITLab site. Not all of them, but some of them. And this is so you can get some additional feedback and trying out this system. Now, one of the features of the MyITLab is the Microsoft Office Specialist, or MOS Certification Exam. Now, the MOS Certification Exam is a way that you can provide your current employer or future employers, you can prove that you have the necessary computer skills in Word, Excel, Access, or PowerPoint. This confirmation is good if maybe you're applying for a lateral job, or if you're applying for an upper level job that needs these computer skills for you to be able to move into them. Now, the Microsoft Office Certification Exam that we provide is basically a practice exam. Now, the reason that we provide this practice exam is going to be evident with the very last bullet, which says that, if you go to an authorized testing center, ATC, and the link to that is located on the class syllabus, it's going to cost you some money. Now, how much money depends on the site. It can be anywhere from $50 up to $150. And that's whether you pass or fail. It doesn't matter. And every time you got to go take the test, you have to pay the same amount. Now, what we're doing is we're providing you with a practice certification exam to make sure that your skills are you've developed the skills enough so that you can pass the exam. Now, we're not an authorized testing center, so we can't administer the test, but we can provide you with a practice test. FYI, if you go out and try to buy a practice test, for example, from Transgender, those practice tests that are out there are also about $150 a shot. So, we bundled these with our textbook as one of the features. Now, here's an interesting thing. This is a feature that was requested by you, your classmates. Over the last year and a half, 2 years, since we provide training to the MOS certification exam, that's what we train you to take, it's been requested by your former classmates that, hey, is there a way to take a practice exam, etc., etc., etc. Thus, the interest in providing the MyITLab site. We pride ourselves on listening to you. The example, the guided training, and the MOS sample certification exams provided by the MyITLab site are just two things that have been requested of us by your former classmates. And we will continue to solicit for your feedback, and we will continue to use this feedback to hopefully improve our courses for you now and in the future. The CIS Department faculty would like to thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this particular video, and hopefully you'll have a great time in the class. Have a good day.